Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to Pitch Talk.
We are fans of football dropping vlogs, videos and podcasts on the beautiful game.
Check out our videos on YouTube and Instagram's IGTV,
including special feature segments,
5 minutes with the G,
the Straight Shootin View,
coaching with JBK. We produce, record and edit video content
and audio on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts,
Verbal, Podomatic,
Anchor,
Spotify
and other podcast platforms.
Join the Pitch Talk revolution on Twitter, Instagram,
Facebook
and www.pitch-talk.com.
The pitch is where we eat.
The pitch is where we sleep.
And the pitch is where we talk.
I can see you now. I can see you now and then. I can see you now.
Welcome to
the Straight Shootin View.
Hey, what is up, people? My name is Straight Shootin LJA, and welcome to another episode of the Straight Shootin View. Now, I'm going to call this one Grealish, Griezmann and shady operations. Because in both cases, it is shady operations in varying degrees, in my opinion. Now, cast your minds back to a year ago and I did a Straight Shootin View episode on Jack Grealish and his move to Manchester City. And the fact that I felt it benefited both parties. Grealish gets to move to a club where he's going to be basically nailed on to win trophies every season, and Aston Villa got £100 million that they were able to, I think they bought about 4 or 5 players based on that money coming in. So both sides ended up as winners, Manchester City and also Aston Villa, as well as Jack Grealish himself, in my opinion. But there has been a little bit of changing of the seasons. Or I was going to say changing of the guard, but there has been a bit of a mood change, as it were, reportedly. Because it's being reported that Jack Grealish has told his agent that he doesn't expect to be at Manchester City beyond summer 2023. So he's already so reportedly he's told his agent to find him a new club because he doesn't see himself at Manchester City beyond the end of the 2023 season. So that becomes hilariously interesting. If true. It's reportedly, allegedly, rumor has it, if you want to put it that way. But it brings up something quite interesting because the grass is always greener on the other side. No, it's not. It's not always greener on the other side. There are some saying that Sadio Mane is not happy at Bayern Munich. Don't know why they'd say that, but anyway, leaving that aside. It's one of them ones where leaving a smaller club to go to a big club doesn't always work out that well. And you've only got to look at examples such as, I'm going to use 2 Manchester City examples, Scott Sinclair and Jack Rodwell. And the reason I deliberately use those two is because recently Pep Guardiola was quoted as saying, apparently, that Jack Grealish was not bought for his goals, to score goals, and he wasn't bought for his assists. Jack Grealish is not a defensive midfielder. So what the hell have you bought him for then? Why have you paid £100 million for Jack Grealish if you're not buying him for his goals or his assists? You're buying the guy for £100 million to have no end product. My theory is that just like Jack Rodwell and to a lesser extent Scott Sinclair, he's been bought. Jack Grealish has been bought by Manchester City because of UEFA's 6+5 rule and the Premier League's homegrown rule, which apparently the Premier League have tightened recently. So it's on them where it's like, if you haven't bought Jack Grealish for £100 million, mind you, if you haven't bought him for his goals and or his assists, then that's the only logical reason. UEFA's 6+5 rule and the Premier League homegrown rule. Because otherwise, there really is no other explanation for it. Well, we bought him to bulk up our squad. You don't spend £100 million on a bench player. You really don't. That's just stupid. Even for a club with owners as rich as Manchester City. Because let's not get it twisted. The club's not rich. The owners are. So it is one of them where, yeah, those are 2 different things. Your owners being rich, your club being rich. Just look at the fact that Manchester City have been brought up two times, along with Paris Saint-Germain for financial fair play breaches. 2 times for each of those clubs. And yeah, the most recent ones, which happened in the year 2022, have kind of fallen by the wayside. Have been like, they were part of, and it's like, well, what are you going to do? UEFA, what are you going to do? Anyway, FFP is a joke, and as I've said before on a recent Straight Shootin View episode, that name is about to change to the Financial Sustainability Plan. So, yeah, even UEFA doesn't believe in its own initiative. But, yeah. Anyway, I've always said that Michel Platini did more damage to it than anybody else. But different Straight Shootin View episodes on that one. And also Pitch Talk Live episodes from years ago too. But moving on to Antoine Griezmann. And I'm not the biggest fan of Griezmann after he turned up at a party in blackface for no apparent reason. I actually did a episode on my personal podcast called the Straight Shootin Rants about celebrities and blackface. And yeah, Griezmann turning up in blackface at a party instantly made me think, no, done, not a fan of yours. But what is happening with Griezmann is that each game he's played for Atletico Madrid this season, there is a clause where if he plays more than half an hour, then Barcelona get a windfall, I think, of like 40 or 50 million quid. Might not be as much as that, but still. It's one of them ones. Atletico Madrid have been bringing him on 61 minutes, 62 minutes, 63, 64 minutes. Atletico Madrid, very, very well played. Because it's like, if Griezmann plays half an hour or longer, then Atletico Madrid trigger a clause where they have to pay Barcelona. And looking at Barcelona, you know what? It's a taste of your own damn medicine. You guys at the Camp Nou have been mocking all summer with these economic levers that you've pulled. Where it's like, oh, we need money to sign Rafinha. One economic lever. Oh, Martin Braithwaite. We'd like you to leave because we signed you to a contract and we need you to drop your money. And Braithwaite's like, no, you owe me a certain amount of money and I'm digging my heels in. Props to Martin Braithwaite on that one, as I've said on a Straight Shootin View episode recently as well. And it's one of them was Piqué, Busquets, they've agreed to reduced wages, and now Piqué is on the outs apparently at Barcelona, and Xavi's letting him literally rot on the bench. And it's like, that's what kind of gratitude you get from Barcelona after all you've done for them as a captain, as a defender, as a role model, an ambassador for the club. And then it's one of them ones where it's like the club just turns around and is like, we're gonna let you rot on the bench now, even though you've taken 2 pay cuts to help us out. Bye. So it's one of them was Barcelona with the Griezmann situation are getting a taste of their own medicine, and it is hilarious. Now, apparently Atletico Madrid and Barcelona are going to come to some sort of deal. If I'm Atletico Madrid, I'm not coming to any sort of deal. Because I said I'd be looking at Barcelona's behaviour over this summer with how they tried to force Martin Braithwaite out of the club and force others out of the club. And it's like, Van der Beek. Not Van der Beek, it's the other Dutchman, his name escapes me, but the way they have treated certain players over this summer, Barcelona, that's a little bit of karma being dealt out by Atletico Madrid, doing the thing they're doing with Griezmann, 61, 64, 63. Brilliant. I'm sorry, that is just genius. So it's one of them ones where Barcelona are getting a bit of karma for their shady operations over this summer and the summer before as well. And it's one of them, and it was so funny to see. I absolutely love it. Love that. Long may it continue, because it'd be brilliant if it kept continuing and then Barcelona don't get their millions. Bugger it. Life's up and then you die. Or, in the immortal words of Vince McMahon in the year 2000, life sucks and then you die. Oh, good God, man. I love stories like that. I think that's tremendous. But I want to know what you think. What do you think of Atletico's little games with bringing on Griezmann after 60 minutes? And remember, stoppage time and extra time don't count towards that time as well, which is brilliant. I love that. What do you think of Atletico Madrid and what they're doing? Should they make an agreement with Barcelona? I don't think so, personally. But, you know, I also want to know as well, what do you think of Jack Grealish apparently wanting out of Man City already? It's like, I think that is absolutely hilarious. And as I said, grass isn't always greener on the other side. So it is one of them ones. Has he burnt his bridges at Aston Villa? Certain fans were burning his shirt on his way out. But it is one of them ones. The ambitions are there, as I've said before. You know what? www.pitch-talk.com or pitch-talk.com is the official website for everything Pitch Talk. Catch our vlogs, podcasts, videos, and much more there. At Pitch Talk on Instagram, at Pitch Talk on Twitter. Tweet with us, follow us, see what we are up to. You can get vlog previews, podcast previews, and more on Instagram. Also, facebook.com/Pitch Talk. Become a fan, become a friend, become a member of the group. Join the footballing revolution we're working so hard to create. Also, at Pitch Talk on Reddit. We're also on TikTok as well. You can find the Pitch Talk podcasts on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, Deezer, so many other places. Ghana, GAANA, Verbal, VURBL. We are Verbal Ambassadors. I'm proud of it. So many other places. Player FM, TuneIn Radio, wherever you find your podcast is where you can find the Pitch Talk podcast episodes. I said I have been Straight Shootin LJA, and until next time, see you later on the Straight Shootin View. Take care, babes.
Join the Pitch Talk revolution.
Check out the official Pitch Talk website.
www.pitch-talk.com. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to Pitch Talk.
We are fans of football dropping vlogs, videos and podcasts on the beautiful game.
Check out our videos on YouTube and Instagram's IGTV,
Including special feature segments,
5 minutes with the G.
the Straight Shootin View,
coaching with JBK. We produce, record, and edit video content.
and
Audio on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts,
Verbal, Podomatic,
Anchor.
Spotify.
and other podcast platforms.
Join the Pitch Talk revolution on Twitter, Instagram.
Facebook.
And www.pitch-talk.com.
The pitch is where we eat.
The pitch is where we sleep.
And the pitch is where we talk.
I can see you now.